we are going to pick up the quilt blocks in order to be sewn together, to have all the rows sewn together as one, not picking them up individually and sewing them.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Start with the bottom of this. And I'm going to put the next one on top of it. The next one on top. The next one on top. Continue on top. This is the top one of this last row.
Okay, so you started with the final row, and you
with
started at the
right
bottom
hand,
of the...
bottom right hand corner, the last row.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. Row number 6.
So
okay?
the one that was in the bottom corner is now
on the bottom of the stack.
It's on the bottom of the stack. Okay.
Absolutely. Now, what we need to do, now that we have these stacked up, is put them here and put a couple of pins at the top of this row.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm going to start with the 5th row, and I'm going to start stacking again from the bottom, moving to the top, stack them like this. Make sure they're in order, and the side you want to sew is all on, everything is on the same side. Then we're going to take these over here and lay them on top of this stack. Again, putting a couple of pins at the top. Row number 4, I'm going to do the same thing. Starting at the bottom. Always start at the bottom. Got these stacked. This is the top. Put it over here. Again, pins. This is just indicating that this is the top of that row. Okay, we're going to take row number 3. Stack it again. Pin the top. Is rows 1 and 2. I'm going to flip row 2 over row 1. Okay, again, row 2 over row 1.
And you don't pin that side?
I am going to, when I get it up here, I can put a pin in this side so that I know this is where I want to sew. But also, this will be in my right hand when I go to the sewing machine.
Okay.
And I know that if it's in my right hand, that's where I want to sew.
Okay.
But we can pin it just to make sure. Okay, those are pinned right there. Take the next ones. And at this point, it's easier to go and lay them down. See if I can trip on my rug. Okay. And this side. Okay, now I pin this one. last one. Now you have things stacked, so you can take it to your sewing machine and start sewing. And have these sewn together. Get up with your right hand, go to the sewing machine. The first row on the stack we're going to pick up and sew together.
Mm-hmm.
The pin was in this side. This is where I want to start sewing.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel more comfortable pinning seams, do that. I usually get along with sewing with my handy dandy stiletto. And pick up the next one.
Next set of two.
Next set of two.
It came from the first and second rows when it was up on the design wall.
Yes, absolutely. All right. As I said, we don't clip threads, we keep sewing.
And we continue that way for the rest of the pairs from the first two columns.
Thank you. Yeah. This is the top. I like to take it and fold it like this and alternate so that I know which side I'm going to take to sew the next blocks to, the next
So you
row.
kind of accordion folded
Yes,
them.
accordion folded them. Okay, I can open this up. I've got the pins here.
Mm-hmm.
That clues me that that's where I needed to, number one, stop on the other row, and then I can take that and flip it over on top of this second row, and we're going to sew down this row. If I leave those pins in, then I also know that this is the top of this when I get to the end. Again, I use my trusty stiletto to guide things. I like this. It's nice and sharp. It gets right up underneath your presser foot so you can accurately place your seams.
The added tip of the day.
It's one that watch for the pizza ladies when they come to gild, because they usually have this. Okay, I've got this one. Now I can open the second one out
From your accordioned pile.
from the pile. And sometimes it's good to kind of check to make sure that you haven't moved something in the stacking process. Make sure that it stacks up or matches up to the one previous.
So you just keep going down
Yeah, I'm gonna keep sewing down this row, just like I did the first one.
until you get to the pins again. That's your stopping point.
And yes, when I reach a block that has pins at the top, I know it's time for the next row. Again, these are not cut apart. The rows are not cut apart. You continue to sew and have a tiny piece of thread connecting the blocks.
So chain stitching them down.
I'm chain stitching them, yes. Sometimes when you get to the end, these two pieces tend to flip.
Uh-huh.
You have to make sure that you have them going the way you want them to be going, correct way, before you put this last piece on. This one goes on like this. And this will be the end of this row. Again, we butt it right up and chain piece right down to the bottom.
Okay.
This, I see that there are pins at the top. This means that I'm at the bottom of that row, and this will be the beginning of the next row.
Okay.
Okay, then I will finish this. I'm going to accordion fold this again. It just makes, and as you can see, you're folding, you have these all are together with the thread.
You're interconnected.
All connected, chain pieced, right down. And this is the first one. Take it. I know it's the first one. There's my pins at the top. Your next one, put it here. Next one.
And we just keep on going like this, row by row.
Row by row, keep sewing.
Until we've got all of the columns
I've only got
placed.
one. This is the first block that we picked up.
Okay, so this is the, I think I missed you saying, this is the very last block to be sewn on.
Which is the first block that we picked up to stack.
So the bottom right corner of the quilt.
Yes, this would be the bottom right corner of the quilt. And if we've done this correctly, we should have a quilt top. Let's see how we do.
Or all the columns of our quilt top. Or all the rows of our quilt top done. Ta-da! We're getting there. Aha!
Now, as you can see, this is all attached. What we need to do is press the seams on row number 1 across. We're going to press them all in the same direction. We'll press the seams, I'm talking about these seams on the back of the quilt. We'll press number 1 in one direction. We'll press row number 2 in the opposite direction so that they butt together when we sew these rows together.
Okay.
Okay?
And on and on.
And we'll keep going. I will press these and we'll get back to sewing rows together. Here's an example of the seams pressed in opposite directions so that they will butt up against each other. Just finger them together. If you feel more comfortable putting a pin there, so it's your personal choice.
Okay, but everything is still all connected.
Everything is still all connected. You can see this is all hanging here. It's all just together.
Okay.
And we're going to start and sew these rows together.
And then we will have a quilt
We
top.
have a top together, yes. Ready for borders. Yes, this is not going to be very nice, but it's going to be together. Okay, I'm going to start here.
And just keep on going.
Here is a seam that's going to butt up together. And we're going to sew.
Say it again.
first two horizontal rows are sewn together. We're starting on the second one.
We're coming down the final stretch, finishing up.
This is the last horizontal row that we need to sew. And I will take it out and show you the top sewn together.
Which we've done without going back to the design wall at all.
Absolutely.
All right.
Here is the top completely sewn together. Last rows need to be pressed and it's ready for borders.
Very nice.